I was 280, period. Man, so whatever.
Be loud and be proud. Sure did let it go. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold on anymore. Let it go.
I'm sick of it.
Did you sweat a lot? No, I'm just saying.
What is wrong with this man?
Side piece money is up.
They say that the side pieces get the trips, the bags, the shit, the money, and they don't have to do nothing except come through, have sex with you, let you complain about your wife, and keep it pushing.
Get her chili cheese dog. She good. Chili cheese glizzy. A guy can't take you out for some chili cheese glizzy. Like first date.
I'm not eating a glizzy. I don't eat that.
He can't take you for a glizzy.
I don't eat a glizzy. Like, that's...
We're going to talk about this on Patreon. This is to taking over the game. All right, everybody. Welcome to Truth After Dark.
Do you think that men or women are more toxic? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of The Truth After Dark.
There we go.
I am your host, Azar Farideh. We have the amazing
boy P. Pierce in the house. Come on now.
He got the Hugh Hefner robe on. You ready for action tonight?
Man, I'm tired.
Okay, I see you. So,
feel me? I just learned what that was.
What was it? What is that? What is that? Tell me, please.
And they clock it?
You clocking it?
Yeah,
I'm crying.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Let's get it.
So
let's get it.
We are gonna start. First of all, make sure that you guys are tapped in to our Patreon. We have exclusive episodes that no one else can see except our Patreon members. So ensure that you're a member by clicking the link below. Make sure you guys are subscribed, following, all that jazz.
Yes, sir. Like and subscribe. Truth After Dark. Let's get it.
Period. Okay, so I'm going to start out with just a few things that's been in the media recently that's been going viral just to get your opinion on it. So, you know, DDG has his dating show now.
Yeah.
Are You My Ball?
I saw Are You My Ball?
Yeah, which to me, I just don't understand that. But
okay.
I guess that's what the kids say. I'm an older lady, so I wouldn't know.
Ball. Yeah.
But basically... He has this viral thing about him saying dating a woman is supposed to be costly, and he believes you shouldn't date if you can't afford it. What are your thoughts on that?
Ooh, you can't. Man, that's true. It is costly. Yeah, I'm a roll with DDG on this one.
Okay.
Like, for real. Because when you single, you less worried about your partner and doing things for them and making sure they're happy, because doing things with them costs money. Let's go to dinner. Yeah. Costs money. Uber costs money. Let's have a drink. Costs money. I mean, it just kind of...
It adds up.
Yeah, for sure. So if you ain't got it, then you better think twice. Or you got to think about the level of the girl you dealing with. Like I said, go back to dealing with, 5, 6 who ain't worried about all that jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Crying.
I'm just saying, it ain't going to be all uppity. You got to take me here. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Do I look like I eat here? Nah. You need to deal with ones that ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to date within the look of the girl. You say, okay, that's my budget.
I'm crying.
You got to look at her. You got to be real with yourself.
Range. I can agree to that.
No, you got to be real with yourself. You got to look at a girl and be like, ooh, she going to cost. But then you look at her like, ooh, okay, I can afford that. Like, straight up.
Crazy.
No, for real.
But it does make sense.
That's
I know
real.
what you're saying. That's real.
No,
I can
on the
agree
real
with
talk.
that. Like, not everyone can afford a Rolls
You
Royce
gotta
and the
look
maintenance
at
of that.
Like you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. You gotta see how you dress, see kind of car you drive, see where you living, and be like, all right, I gotta date within my means.
Yeah,
and you can see that by looking at that girl. Like I can work with that. I could,
agree
or
with
you go a step below that and say I could uplift that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm screaming. Okay, I could honestly say that I agree with you.
For
I don't have
real.
any like rebuttal because that is the truth, honestly.
Man, I'm telling
Okay,
you,
so
it's
another
real.
thing that's going viral. This is my last one, but Cam Newton, he has a viral clip. Everyone is going crazy over it for whatever reason, but he said that men want space from like their girl, but they want space with the girl being there. Just don't talk. But I just want to know that you're there, and I want to be able to see you, but I don't want you to talk to me. But when he said that men have a hard time communicating that, and he believes that a lot of men agree with that, where it's like, I just don't want to be bothered, but I also want to see you and lay eyes on you, but like just leave me alone too.
Yeah, I can understand what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
you're actually in the house, but like over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like just
Well,
don't talk
I'll tell
to
you,
me.
I think I got an understanding of what he's saying because I think I felt that way before. And I think sometimes when we are around a significant other, it's hard for us to really focus like on what we really need to get done sometimes. And sometimes we need like that peace and quiet just to think. It ain't even nothing against the girl, but we sometimes just need to be able to think because I think when you're around your significant other, you kind of always catering to her needs and her feelings while she's around. But then the second she leaves, men really get more stuff done, I believe, because you're thinking about what you need to get done. All right, let me organize this. Let me take care of this. Let me make this phone call. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand what he's saying because it's like you could be thinking and then your significant other will say something that'll throw your thought off. Like, hey, well, let's go here or something. And you like, damn, I forgot what I was thinking.
Like
I understand what he was saying with that.
But
Like he
he's
wants you
saying-
presently here, but not here sometimes. So we can think. Because we our best ideas come sometime when we just can sit there, quiet room, nobody right there to say anything to disrupt it, and really think about what we need to get done.
But it seems like what you guys are saying is a little conflicting because what he's saying is like he doesn't want the girl to leave. He wants to be able to still look at her, but he just wants her to shut up and like just. But don't leave because he said, once you leave, then I'm thinking like, well, where is she? Da, 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 da. He's like, I have more peace if I know you're there, but you just leave me alone.
Yeah, you could just be in another room.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you know you there, you upstairs, or you over there in the backyard, or
Right.
you somewhere I know you there, but you let me go over here and kind of like.
But
you know,
men, I guess the big thing and why it's going viral is because men are saying like, how do you communicate that to a woman? You know,
you
like
say
how
what I said. You say, hey, no, you know what, that is tough to communicate to. Like, hey, no, but look, like a guy in his situation, you know, he gonna have a nice crib to where he can go into another room. Like, I'm gonna go in my office, let me just get some time to myself real quick. And
what about men? Like a lot of people, it's going viral. What about men not in a situation? Like, what do you suggest on how you would communicate? Because me as a woman,
men tell women I need some space.
Okay, you tell a woman you need space.
But then they take it as like,
that's gonna take a woman. She might spiral.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard because it's like if you tell a woman I need space, then she's gonna be like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Or you don't love me? Do you not want to be with me anymore? I would say that you could just be honest and just be like, hey, I need to get some stuff done today. You know, like I want you here, but maybe, you know, you could do your own thing because I can't be distracted.
Or you just start an argument.
You
know what I'm saying? That ain't, no, what you do is
don't be toxic, Paul.
No, you start an argument.
No. Why do you have to start an argument? Be mature and communicate properly and just say, hey, look.
That's the best way to get the quietness you need.
You're toxic as hell.
No, I don't do that. I'm saying for people who can't go into another room or a backyard.
This is the advice you're giving them instead of just being a mature adult and communicating and saying, hey, listen, babe. I need
you know, it's easy these days because all you got to say, I'm dealing with some mental health. Like I just need some time. I'm depressed. Can I just I just need some I need some me time. I'm depressed right now. I'm going through it. The homie just passed or something. I don't know. It ain't gonna be no lie, but like I feel like we do go to that a lot. you know, when we don't need to, even though people go through stuff, but like people will just throw it out there. Like, you know, I'm just sad and depressed. And that's a way to kind of get some like space. Like truthfully, because like when somebody go to that, you like, damn, let me just chill. Let me kind of like take a step back. You know what I'm saying?
Hard because it's like, then you're kind of pushing someone away. Because then in my mind, if someone says that to me and I'm like, okay, well, you don't want me to be there for you right now, so I can't support you as your girl. Like now I'm just gonna like, okay, like do you? You know, that's kind of like putting a gap in the relationship because you're distancing yourself without just being honest. Because it could really just be like, I need one day to get my life. Just like, I'll holler at you tomorrow. I love you. We're good. Like, I feel like men go to an extreme. And when you go to an extreme, you start to create a wedge in the relationship, and it starts to create distance between your partner. When in reality, you could just keep it a bean. Listen, I need a day. I have so much shit to do. I need to get it together. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow. I love you. We're good. Don't overthink it. It's nothing. I just need to get my thoughts. Just how you explained it, how you're like, it's sometimes as a man, your thoughts is just better when you're alone and you're not distracted. Explain that to your girl. That's so much better. And I think that the problem is that's how we start to create these wedges and these things in our relationship because we don't want to just communicate clearly. And I know why men are afraid to do that because the reaction sometimes is fucked up from a woman. So it's like, I'm not incentivized. You know, I don't want to do it because she gonna trip. And then I got to deal with this. You know what I mean?
That's why it be sometimes easier to lie.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then how you supposed to tell your girl? Because a girl, y'all so emotional, you just feel like, oh, he don't want to go through it with me. So now that's going to create something. Oh, he depressed. Well, why can't I be there for you? Or you need a day. Why I can't be there and help you through your day? Y'all always going to go to that to where if you tell that to a man, he going to be like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But women can't take that because y'all are like more emotional and more attachment like to one little thing. You know, more so than men. I
agree with that. But I think that if there's a way though, like, because I think that for someone who's level-headed, I can't speak for all women, but for a woman who's mature and level-headed, I think she can handle like, hey, I get distracted easily. I need to get a lot of shit done today. I need to lock in. So
then y'all feelings get hurt.
Not if that, to me,
Man,
not
I'm
that.
telling you.
Not with that. I don't think that is a feelings hurt situation. I think that's more, like I said, someone level-headed can understand that. Mm-hmm. How you put it, I understand that clearly. If a man was to tell me that, I would be like, oh, for sure. Like, I feel that.
And then, like, you going to go with your girls, oh, you said you didn't want me, so now I'm over here drinking, doing my thing. Oh, you didn't want to be around me. And then it's always going to turn into something.
That's not true.
It always do. Because I've done that before. I've been in relationships. I've done that. Then it always turned into something else. Oh, well, you didn't want to be with me. Well, you needed some space. It turned into like, damn, she couldn't understand like us. One day, we've been together like 55 straight days. Like one day, one day,
but
it's just like any relationship, one mistake. It don't matter how much good you do, one mistake, and then it get tricky. So one little space move, it just get everything tricky.
That's not true in my opinion, but I do know that does happen a lot though. But I'm speaking of people who are level-headed and mature. I don't think you're speaking of
aliens. Because certainly not.
You don't think there's no women that are level-headed and mature in the world?
Nah, it's gonna take, like I said, it's gonna go back to like
and I do agree.
Older women. Yeah, older.
Okay.
Yeah, but like nobody, older meaning like more so like in your 50s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like late 40s. Like when you under that, it's like, man, you're going to have to do some real massaging and like really buttering up to really get that point across.
I mean, I understand why men do lie about things because I do understand that dealing with it and avoiding it is better. But it's like, don't you think that starts to create little issues within the relationship versus just keeping it a bean? Like,
it's gonna create either way, so you might as well just roll with it.
You might as well create the lie.
Create it, and deal with it later.
I'm crying.
Get the peace and then deal with it later. Deal with the dysfunction later.
That's wild.
Deal with the war later.
Okay, whatever. So today I want to talk about something because you said something interesting when we were on another podcast, and I want to just elaborate on it a little bit. You said that after 7 years, the relationship is a wrap.
Well,
You were
I
like,
feel
that's
like
when all
this.
the
If you could get through that threshold of the 7th year, you could go a long way. But like when it gets around that 6, 7, 8 years, that's when the true test of a relationship really come through if you ain't broke it off before then. Because if you can push through, then you probably gonna be together another 7, 8 years. But like that 6, 7 years, I feel like, I'd have been in a couple of relationships like that. And that's when it was just like kind of like a strain around those years. And you know what? I happened to look up a statistic actually, because I didn't know what it really was. I was like going off of my experience.
Right.
And so I looked this up and it said right here, it said, with half of marriages lasting as long or more, let's see, all right, here we go. However, the average length of a first marriage that ends in divorce is closer to 8 years. And this is a statistic that I'm reading from AI online. And I was like, damn, that's around the time. And then it goes and say, marrying later in life could be associated with longer lasting marriages. Which I said, that's why I feel like marriages is for like old people.
I don't think they mean old. It could be
later
older.
in life. What is later in life?
Later in life could be later in life, not like young. I think that people who marry when they're in their 20s or something, they're still growing.
But later in life is the back end, the back 9.
I think later in life, you should ask, what do you mean? What
later
are the
in life
dates
is
of
like
later in life?
mid-40s.
Right. I agree with that. I think later in life is mid-40s. Like my dad, he was married twice before my mom, and he married my mom when he was like 46 and had me and my sister, and they're married still. You know what I mean? But he had 2 marriages prior to that. So I don't know what that is.
Couldn't move around like he used to. So he's like, let me settle in.
See, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And my dad does though shake and groove still.
He couldn't shake
He's
and
old.
bake.
No, he can shake and bake still right now. That man be kidding it. Okay, I feel like there's something about a man. Y'all know, sit down. Like I realize that with men, it don't matter what age. That's why I guess women get cooked and men get cracking, because men continue to crack off no matter the age. I never seen nothing like it in my life. But anyways,
you've seen it your whole life. Men age like fine wine,
women age
like we
milk.
knew. I don't know how women age. I just know we keep getting better,
which is cool because that just means I'm spoiled, baby. So my whole thing is this.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
What you mean
my
spoiled?
whole thing is that.
Like
my whole thing
milk?
is this. Yeah.
Or spoiled like gifts and stuff.
Spoiled like life abundance.
Oh. All right.
So, this is what I want to say. I feel like I never been in a relationship longer than 7 years. So I have no idea of what that's like. I think for me, I reevaluate after 2 years though, everything. Like if it's a job, I notice that about me. If it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's anything. And it's funny because there's this thing that people do. I don't know if you ever heard about this, but it's like contractual marriages where you reevaluate the marriage every 2 years. And you have to go up for like a reevaluation and see, people do this and see like, do we still want to be married? Yes or no? Like, and people put this in like an agreement or whatever. And I'm not even mad at that.
What's the number on sex and relationship to where like after that number, you just feel like, damn, it ain't really popping no more?
Wait,
like how many times, like think about this, like, how important is sex in a relationship on a scale of 1 to 10 of importance?
I would say like maybe 7.
All right.
What is your answer?
I mean, I think it's around 8, 9.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, after 7 years of sex with the same person, is that like
burnt out?
Is it burnt out? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, and that's why I go back to this. If you want the longevity, it's like, it's the passion you really feel about a person.
But does that passion die down though too after that many years? Like, cause I get it. Like, are you over a person after that many years?
No, you got to keep finding ways to kind of have fun. You got to keep finding ways to be more romantic. You got to keep finding new ways of intimacy. You know, you got to keep surprising them. And, you know, it got to be different stuff every year. You know, you can't have the expectations of that to be happening every weekend. But it's like, all right, this year I'm going to go to this. Next year. Once you're together so long, you know what I'm saying? You got to have like different approaches now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, damn, you know, I'm going to start getting in the gym. All right, I'm going to start wearing sexy lingerie. All right, I'm going to start, you know, walking around the house butt naked or something. I'm going to just be cooking eggs, you know, like, you got to do something.
You got to keep a man on his toes, though. My sister always taught me that. Like, her and her husband married for so many years, and he still be blowing her line, calling me, where's your sister? Like, just thirsty for her. And it's like, I feel like women specifically get extremely comfortable in relationships and we let ourselves go. And it's like,
true.
Why? Like, you know,
men do it too, though.
Men do it too, but women do it a lot. And I think that for women, it's visual. It's a visual thing, and men are visual. And it could be like because they had kids, or it could be like they say happy weight or whatever it is. But I even have done that before. And I feel like as a woman, you cannot.
Didn't you? You sure did. You sure did let it go. She said I did that before. That was happy weight game. You was comfortable. That was crazy.
That was not happy weight game. That was a different situation.
She said I even did that.
Okay, that's not what I was talking about. But
damn, that's extreme what you did. You got hella comfortable.
It wasn't about that. I told you what I was going through. So fuck you. Bringing that up every time. Now,
you said it. You said I even did that. I gained weight when I
wasn't talking about that. But yeah, I did do that in that situation too.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
It wasn't because it wasn't no happy weight.
You just let go. Boy, did you.
You are so trifling.
I'm just saying.
You are so
damn
trifling.
Let it go.
Anyways.
Damn. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold on anymore. Let it go.
I'm sick of it.
Oh, man.
Anyways, I think that as women, we do let ourselves go in relationships.
You got to call your situation something different.
I'm not talking about that, Paul.
All right. What you talking about?
You know what? I'm done with that portion of the conversation. Now, this is my next question because you could not get over the 280.
I didn't even say nothing. I didn't say nothing in the last couple of episodes. You brought it up now.
So you've been feeling to say it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I can't tell. Every comment, someone's like, Paul wanted to say 280
no,
so
I
bad.
Didn't. I ain't say it.
Okay, whatever. I was 280, period. Man, so whatever.
Be loud and be proud. Woo. Did you sweat a lot? No, I'm just saying.
What is wrong with this man?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I actually didn't. You know what? This is what I will say. I feel like big people, even now, and this is going to sound really mean, but I was big so I could say this. Like, I could look at a big person and be like, is their hygiene right? Like, are you getting under all the items?
That's what I'm saying.
But I did not. Me specifically, I've always had incredible hygiene. I've always smelt amazing, and I didn't have a whole bunch of rolls I had to lift up.
Right.
I didn't have that type of body shape. My body was not that type of shape.
Yeah. I know. I agree. I see.
Don't piss me
No,
off.
it's a different type. Yeah, it's different levels to that. Yeah,
it's different levels
of
like rolls.
Because I be seeing the comments, cats be like, I liked her like that.
It's different levels of rolls and stuff. And I didn't have like rolls. Like I always had I had a big butt, huge legs, big arms, but I didn't have like all these things I had to lift up. Okay? So at the end of the day, my hygiene was on point at the same time.
Looking like Big Mama. No, I was just saying, you'd have Big Mama. That's how big. See, listen, ain't no more Big Mamas no more. It's old. That's old school. You know, your grandma, we call grandma Big Mama. You had that grandma. Ain't nothing wrong with
goodbye.
that.
I'm going on to the next subject because you about to piss me off.
Big Mama. Ain't no more Big Mamas no more. All right, what are we talking about? Let's get it.
The next question I have is, do you believe that you can get everything from one person, meaning your partner? Like, is it realistic to want your partner to fulfill or check certain boxes for you?
Say that one more time. Can your partner give you everything? No, your partner
not everything.
can.
That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
Do you think that it's realistic for your partner, for you to expect your partner to check certain boxes for you? Like, can I get everything that I'm looking for romantically from this one person?
Well, if I'm gonna make a lady my wife or my girl, she gonna check a lot of the boxes that I'm looking for, and everything else is a bonus for me. I
Okay.
feel like
And
it's
what are
not
the boxes that you have?
for me. I feel like mental stimulation
Okay.
is important.
Like the non-negotiable boxes that have to be checked.
I just think I can't talk to no dummy.
Okay.
Like, dog, like just everything is just like you just don't get it. Like, have you ever talked to a guy or a
Yeah.
girl that just dumb?
Yes.
Like they don't even know left from right. And it's like, damn, because that's what I'm saying. From a first conversation, like, oh, she dumb. I'm gonna take it for what it is. But like mental stimulation,
Okay.
being able to hold conversations and it just what you asked me about
What are your boxes? Yeah.
what's
What's
some
your
of
other
my
boxes?
some of my other boxes is it's like I gotta feel like when I'm around you, I'm very like relaxed. I'm not into like I have to impress you. I have to like manage your feelings every second.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When you're around somebody that you got to manage their feelings, it's just like it's not comfortable being around them
Yeah.
all the time. You can't even just sit there and have a quiet moment.
Yeah.
And just like, when you can sit in a room with somebody and just not say nothing.
Yeah.
And then but y'all cool.
Yeah.
You're not having to entertain every second. And I don't know what kind of box or what do you put on that box to check it, but that's just something.
Okay. What else?
I mean, obviously, I gotta be attracted to you.
Right.
I mean,
right.
that's.
That's
I
basic.
I feel
yeah.
like that's basic. And then after that, you gonna tell me what type of person you are, really.
Yeah.
I understand like if you're a good person, good hearted.
That's important.
You're gonna really be able to feel that from somebody. You're not all like, how should I say it? Just I don't like bougie. I don't like materialistic. I don't like the world we live in today where everything is just kind of like smoke and mirrors. Like your Instagram, I don't like like for me, you can't be on Instagram every day taking flicks, showing every day, just constant. That's like for me, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna treat you at an arm's distance. But like for me to like be with somebody, it can't seem artificial. I need authenticity. And that's what I'm looking for. Somebody like authentic, down to earth, not caught up in the worldly things, because the worldly things come and go. Somebody I feel comfortable, like, just trusting. Like, it's hard to trust now.
Yeah, it's hard to
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just hard to trust. Like, damn. And that can take years. It can take months. I don't know. But, like, you know it. It's just hard to come by.
Know that. Yeah, it takes a minute. I feel like those are good. I think for me, some things that are like non-negotiable or things that I care about in a relationship or what I look for is I agree with the mental stimulation. I feel like if I can't connect with you on a mental level, then that's not going to work for me. I think that comes first before everything. Obviously, attraction is first because you have to have that initial attraction. But mental is huge for me. Someone who is God-fearing because God is in the center of my life. So I have to be with someone who also believes in God. I love someone who's family-oriented. Like, I'm very into, like, families and kicking it and barbecues and chilling. Like, that's my thing. And I feel like I want someone that also loves that because it's like that's how we connect. And then, I feel like someone who's genuine and has a pure heart, that's really big for me. And I don't like someone who just, I don't know. It's like, I don't like selfish people or mean people who are mean to like servers and waiters and staff and help people. Like, once I see that, I'm cool. Like, I can't fuck with that.
Yeah, that stuff all sound good. But then when it come down to it, Y'all be like, if he ain't a certain height making this much money, if he ain't doing this, that's what it really boiled down to. But females, or do you want me to say women? Which one?
Say whatever you
Because it's more like, and I say it time and time again, is what for I feel like for women is what you can do for them more so than a man. Like I've said this and it's been said millions of times, like when a man loves a woman, he genuinely loves that woman for the most part. If he's out with you, holding your hand, taking you some places, he really, really like you. Some women just like the situation and will deal with the situation because a man is successful, because a man can do all these things. He could be busted. He could be, you know what I'm saying? But they like, oh, you know, he can do this for me, girl. And that's a flex for a girl in front of their friends. And that's what girls look for. And it's just like, those type of things don't last long. So like, that's why I be saying cats with money and good looking in and, you know, feel like they can get them a nice looking woman, but they gonna be a lot of high maintenance come with them. A lot of them because they've been treated, and because of the social media era we're in too. Because most of those 9s, 10s that we consider visually, they getting courted by, you think you own them? They getting courted by millions every day. Every day. They looking like. They looking at millions of comments, all this. They getting validated every day. So the one day you don't show up, somebody is. And so that's why I be like, man.
Well, listen, I think we live in a transactional relationship era. And I think that's really how we're living. So I can agree with 100% of what you said. And I can also say that it takes a two to tango, baby. Because them women only can think and move like that because men enable that behavior. And there are men that are okay with paying for a woman on their arm. There are men that are okay with doing that. And that's why women are able to live a certain lifestyle and they expect certain things because they are actually getting that. Yeah. They are actually being with men who are okay with buying their love. There is a lot of men that are like, look, I'm cool with that. I made money so I can be with this type of woman who has the surgeries and looks a certain way and be on Instagram models and this and that. I came to this level so I can buy a woman. If she don't really love me, that's cool. We're using each other. Right. I'm using her to have me on my arm and she using me. We are in a transactional relationship era. People are transactional with each other. Nothing is genuine and real because everything is about what we can do for each other. A man feels like if I come around here with this broad who all these men want and she looks a certain way, I'm cracking. Yeah. And she feels like I come with this man. He could look however he looked, but he got money. He's taking care of me. I could care less for the man, but at the same time, we using each other. Period, point blank. So we cannot do one without the other. The women are posting them pictures because, baby, they are prey. And y'all are catching the bait every time. Mm-hmm. That's just the fact of the matter. Right. So I agree with you 100%, but I agree that it goes both ways. Men are doing the same shit and they're acquiring the money so they can get those women. And they're okay with that. And they're okay with not having real relationships. So in saying that, you made a great point about that, which is very true. So me speaking to the men moving forward, it's going to cost us more in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be with a kid or a marriage that ends in divorce. So men, if you're out here, especially you successful men and you're dating these pretty girls, use it for what it is and keep it there. Don't take it no further. If it's a transactional, keep it that. Don't get pregnant. Right. Don't get married. And then once the fling wear off, move on. Because it's going to cost you a lot more in the long run trying to floss, trying to maintain it when it really ain't what you thought it was. So get in and get out. That's all I'm going to say. That's the advice I'm giving. Get in and get out. But you got to know when it's time to move. You know what I'm saying? We seeing these cats get into these situations and it causes for a lifetime of pain and hell from these girls. And so, you know, if that's going to be my one advice to the guys that's, you know, doing it big and out here popping, listen,
exposure, y'all on TV. She look good on the red carpet. Yeah. Don't take it no further than that. Kids, marriage, it ain't going to end like you want to end, like you want it to. Remember that. There's too many examples of this out there. So if I got one thing to say, hey, you got to know how to, these is leases. These is not own. This is not to own.
And if you're confused about who is into transactional relationships, stop leading with your wallet and start leading with your heart. And you'll quickly remove all the people that are not really genuine about you. And that's the truth.
But the thing is, how are we leading? Like, how do you lead with your heart when you pull up in the Bentley and I'm looking fly, I got my chain on? I'm not. That's just that's me. Like,
I'm not talking about you.
I'm not talking about me either. I'm talking about the guy that's doing that.
And
that's not leading with his money. He's just like, man, I'm successful. I'm balling out here. I ain't over here walking up to her, be like, hey, let me take you shopping.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, but look, I'm saying he already walking in looking a certain way. They like, oh, that's whoop-de-whoop. They coming at him.
Right, but listen to what I'm saying.
He ain't got to lead
Listen
nothing.
to what I'm saying, though. When they come at you, how you interact and proceed with them is up to you. If you want to say, okay, baby, come here, let me take you shopping. Oh, you need this for your hair, your nails,
they don't need to say that, though.
But listen.
Them cats don't need to say. They could be like, come on, let's go.
Right. So that's my point. So if you're not giving the girl any money, then it's not a transactional relationship. You're not doing nothing for her, right? So she might really be fucking with you for you. That's my point. If you're not doing anything for the girl financially and she's still rocking with you, then she might really like you. Period, point blank. Yeah, your look, your vibe, your attraction, your success may have got her. But what I'm saying is once you get her and she's around you and she's begging you and you're giving her money every day, that's how you decipher if she's really rocking with you. That's all I'm saying. People meet somebody in one day and now they're doing this and doing that and doing that. And then they're leading with their wallet. Oh, baby, you want me to do this for you? I don't even know you. I've known you for 2 days and you already paid all my bills.
What the women leading with?
Their body, sex.
Yeah.
So like I'm not leaving nobody out of the equation. Like I said, men lead with their wallet a lot. I know a lot of men that even will oh, let me do this for you. Let me do that before I even met you. Dang. And a lot of women lead with sex. They're gonna be half naked on the internet. That's the bait. Okay? They're the prey. The men are catching the bait.
Man.
That just is what it is.
Side piece money is up. I was just thinking about that, like side piece money, because like you like with the like if early, 80s, 90s, whatever, when you was coming up, like my era, like guys could have another girl, it'd be tougher to find out. Now you gotta pay so much
to keep them quiet
because of the text and I'll DM your girl or I'll DM your wife.
Yeah.
Run that. Like, that's okay here. They ain't running it.
And you know what else?
Damn, that money up. Because you got to be like, hey, I got this flick. There's a lot of blackmail going on.
No, women have been saying on the internet and stuff that they enjoy being side pieces more.
Because that money
because they don't have
to
deal with the drama, being married to a man, deal with a man every day, be around a man, do any of those things. They just are the side piece. They get all the trips. They say that the side pieces get the trips, the bags, the shit, the money, and they don't have to do nothing except come through, have sex with you, let you complain about your wife, and keep it pushing. That's what the people are saying.
I mean, you got to do something. Don't say you got to do
You're
nothing.
having sex. It's a sexual thing for side pieces.
Don't
And
say you
listening
ain't
to you
gotta
and
do
act.
nothing.
No, it's sex.
How you know? You been a
I'm
side
saying
piece?
that's what you said.
You been a side piece?
No, I never have.
How do you know?
Because
what it
I
is?
know people who've been side pieces. I'm not living under a
They're
rock.
not telling you everything.
So what else is the side pieces doing? You tell me.
It's a lot.
What is it?
We're going to talk about this on Patreon.
Tell us what the side pieces are doing, Paul. We want to know.
I don't know.
Well, if you're a side piece, let us know what you're doing.
I don't know. I gotta ask.
Ask your friend that
I gotta ask.
Told you about the other thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like at the end of the day, and this is another thing though. What I want to say is that we live in an era too where anyone can be pretty. People don't even look how they look anymore. All the women look exactly alike. You can get surgeries, you can get the same body. It's copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Stop taking real ones for granted. Looks come and go. Anyone can look pretty. You probably have a baby with a motherfucker and that baby looks so different. Go look at them people's baby pictures. Go look at their childhood photos, because a lot of these women don't even look how they look. And they're bad. They're beautiful,
they cool.
but they are manufactured. And that's just the world we live in right now. So the pretty can cut. Listen, I could buy pretty. I'm not the prettiest girl in the world. I know that. If I wanted to be, though, I bet you I could. I bet you I could make a few tweaks and I could be the baddest bitch in America. But guess what? At the end of the day, looks can only get you so far in life. You got to really, really, really tap in with people who fuck with you. You got to stop taking real ones for granted, because God is not making those like that no more.
I come from the era of shake what your mama gave you.
Right.
And this is the era of shake what the doctor gave you.
That's a bar.
This is the era of shake what the doctor
Hey, listen,
gave you.
it's no
Hey,
shame.
I can't be mad at that.
Yeah,
though,
it's no
man.
shame in the game. I get it. Listen, we live in a world where the women are like, I get this body done, I acquire this, I can get a man that can pay for my lifestyle. All I gotta do is pay for these surgeries real quick, and now I can get a man that's gonna pay for my lifestyle. Now, some of you bitches that are still working little jobs and stuff at McDonald's with BBLs, you're not doing it right, baby. But at the end of the day, what I will say is, you know what I mean? You're just not. But what I will say is, that's the game right now. I could and like I said, I'm bait for a man now. I got the body, the ass is done, the ass is fat, the face is perfect, the lips is plump, the boobs is sitting right. Like, it just is what it is. That's how it is. And honestly, kudos to the women who do that. You know what I mean? I don't judge nobody.
I'm just not really feeling, like I'm not feeling these lips. That cover half your face and be...
The duck lips.
I mean, I'm talking about they go crazy though.
Yeah, they go crazy.
I
don't
like,
know, do they not see how they look? I'm like, do y'all not see yourselves?
And then
in the
I don't
mirror?
like the super long eyelashes.
Yeah,
it look like if you blink fast enough, you'll start flying
away.
I don't, like, damn, I'm trying to think, do these girls look in the mirror before they walk out the house? Like, because sometimes that look ridiculous. And I'm like, damn, at what part is that? Like, some girls be having so much of the eyelashes on, they could barely see. They be looking, I be looking like, what is you?
Or the nails that are like this long. Like, do y'all wipe y'all ass? Because this is crazy. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I be seeing this long nails smoking a roach. Like, girl, if you don't knock it the fuck off and get some, like, class about yourself, I feel like I just can't. We live in an era now where people just look a mess.
But it ain't even like, I can't even say it's a mess. And you like what you like, and I like what
people like what they like.
It ain't even a mess to me. It's just that there's a reason that girls do this.
Exactly.
You know, I may not like it, but there's a market for it.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
So it may not be in my market. You know, so I'm not mad at those girls who had a lips that look like this or the eyelashes. That's you are putting yourself together to be great for your market.
I don't know what that market is, baby.
Of men.
But
there's a market of men that's liking that, and you gonna stay in there.
There was a market of men, it was a market of men that liked me at 280, baby. There's a market for everything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that
I can't
right
get
now.
mad at that just because you're not in my market. I can't get mad at you.
Exactly. I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do want people to stop having like surgery blindness, because they go so hard and get addicted to these surgeries, and then it's like, woo, girl, you look crazy, or whatever. I've seen that so many times, and it's like, again, there's so many people who are beautiful that are like getting caught up in the hype and messing with their body and their face, when it's like, you already look amazing. But like I said, kudos to the people who want to do that. I'm not judging you, and I'm not mad at it.
Right.
So
what we got? Man, we went in on that.
But yeah, anyways, so we kind of got away from what we were talking about.
Yeah, I know.
And we always do, but that's okay. Anyway, so I would say, if there are certain things in a relationship where you feel like this is not working, like...
What's the question?
The question is, can someone in a relationship give you all of the things that you're looking for? And if they don't, should you be moving on?
well, how did we get into a relationship? I'm going to learn all that.
Prior to the relationship.
Yeah.
But what if there is things that you felt as if it takes time? You know what I mean? Like you don't get to see all of that in the dating phase.
Man, let me tell you something. In the dating phase, you're going to learn everything about your woman. When y'all make that commitment, ain't nothing changing. So don't think you're going to change them and do all this other stuff to make them do something that they ain't used to doing. They're going to do less of it. That's all they're going to do. The longer y'all together and the more y'all spend time together, and if y'all get married, it's going to be less of it, whatever you was getting at the beginning. So if you ready for that and you realize that you can't change somebody into molding into what you want, and you content with that, then all right, you ready. But if you're not, then there's no need to. No need to get into a relationship.
Okay.
Straight up.
Well, we're going to answer some questions from the fans.
All right, let's talk. Talk to us. What
here's
y'all
one.
What y'all been doing lately, fans? Man.
So here's one. When is intentionally, this is kind of what we talked about actually, when is intentionality towards growth, meaning being uncomfortable, prioritize over stagnation to keep the peace? That's kind of basically what we talked about. Like, when do you be intentional about saying, like, I want to have this conversation because I want us to grow, versus, you know what, I'm not even going to talk because I'm just going to keep the peace?
I mean, I think it's like, man, it's a fine line, man.
Like,
man,
i.e., he put, i.e., when do you address the root cause versus just pacifying emotions to keep the peace?
It's got to come from the female, because y'all are more willing to have the tough conversations than the men, because we are going to lie to save y'all feelings. Where if you address it, we'll address it. You know, depending on what, like, because you'll find out and be like, why you didn't say that? Well, I just, you know, and it could be the littlest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, babe, I'm going to the grocery store. Well, Willie, I went over here, smoked some weed with the homies real quick, came back. It's like, why you didn't tell me? I was like, man, I didn't want to argue with you because I know you don't like me smoking weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that can turn into an argument. Yeah. And, you know, we just would rather lie than just get into an argument over something little, though. Yeah. You know, I understand if it's a bigger situation.
But you know how those little things start to they start to breed like the distrust in the relationship, to where, let's say you were like, I'm just going over here to smoke weed. I only lied because of this, but I found out you were lying, and then I find out you were lying again, and it's like, well, damn, is this man a liar? And are you cheating on me?
But
like, it creates bigger issues.
I was thinking of the short-term satisfaction.
Right.
I was thinking of the, like, if I tell her that this is what I'm gonna go do, then we're gonna argue right here. Whereas I could just go do it, come back, and then argue.
Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
And then ask for forgiveness.
That's the advice you want to give these people?
Advice.
That's just the advice you want to give them, is to just ask for forgiveness and
man, listen. Jody said it best. We lie because we love you.
Lord, now
if
you
I was telling the truth, if I was telling the truth, if I didn't like you, I'll tell you the truth.
Quoting Baby Boy is the sickest shit I ever heard for the day.
I'm just saying, Jody said it best.
All right, moving on. I feel like, man, I'm gonna say from a woman's perspective, I know it's really hard as a man to just tell the truth to a woman, because we're very reactive, and we could be like, damn, I don't even want to deal with this broad. But I think that if you're dealing with someone where you know she can handle it, or maybe she's like level-headed enough to understand where you're coming from, and she's your friend too, you can holler at someone for real and be like, look, this is what it is. Like, let's talk it out, period. Because those little things, it just starts to build up after time. Right. I rather address it at the root cause and keep it pushing. There's so many things I didn't communicate about in relationships that ended up being way bigger than it needed to be, when it could have been a quick nip in the bud.
Yeah, it was a bigger situation too. I'm just talking about the little things.
I know, but I'm just saying it could
bigger
be
situations. You gotta hit head on.
But little things can build up throughout time. Every little decision you make makes a huge, big one. They add up. So it's like, why not just nip it in this little shit? If we just nip that in the bud, we could be straight.
Right.
Okay, this is another one. What are some good ideas for first dates if you're middle class and you don't want to spend a lot of money?
Well, who's middle class, the girl or the guy?
The guy.
What are some good ideas for a first date? And you want to be cheap? What you say?
Yeah, if you're middle class, you don't have a lot of money to spend, so it's not like you're gonna take the girl out to wherever.
Man, I would say like something like a carnival or something.
Carnivals add up.
Yeah,
That should be getting expensive though.
Yeah, but you could walk around, get some ice cream or something.
Okay.
You could go over there, play some games. Win a little teddy bear or something like that.
that's
Because
cute.
look, and I'm just looking like, man, I'm just really trying to get to know you. I'm just want to talk to you, really. I didn't want to like just kind of like over impress you on around the first date because I know you get that all the time, man. It was really about walking around, holding your hand, being a kid again today. Okay. When the last time you been to a fair without kids? Think about that. When the last time you been to a fair? So I was like, I just wanted to just take it back and, do something a little different, Okay. So, I mean, I think that'll be cool. A fair ain't really expensive or something like,
Bowling.
maybe go to the beach.
Yeah,
get you a blanket,
exactly.
get you your little radio, sit on the sand,
thinking.
and chop it up.
I was thinking like a cute picnic, like at a nice park or the beach, walk on the beach type of vibes.
No, we ain't doing
maybe
no
do an
picnics.
activity like
Black people don't really do picnics.
I know black people that do
that
picnics.
one-on-one, like, hey, let's go with a basket and a cover and just sit on the park.
Yeah,
that's so cartoonish.
I've done that. I've done that before.
You ain't, man. We gonna go to the beach, watch the sunset. We could do something like that. That'll be dope.
Some people like the park. It depends on who you're talking to. Because I love being connected with nature and grounded. And there's a lot of beautiful parks. And like I've been to a gorgeous park. And like it was something I never thought I wanted to do, but someone introduced me to that. And I was on a date, and it was really a wonderful time. Like I had such a good time, and it connected me with my inner child again. It made me feel like, oh my God, like. I feel really grounded.
But you got to make sure it's a 5 or a 6. The 9 and 10 ain't going for that. It's real. Taking her to the fair, they ain't going for that. Get you a nice 5 or 6. Take her to the fair. Take her to the beach. You good.
So
get her a chili cheese dog. She good. Chili cheese glizzy. She good. And some fries. You good.
But yeah, I definitely liked the picnic when I went. So yeah, I had a good time. And then also too, like
a guy can't take you out for some chili cheese glizzy. Like a
first
date.
I'm not eating a glizzy. I don't eat that.
He can't take you for a glizzy.
I don't eat a glizzy. Like that's crazy.
Chili cheese. Not with chili cheese.
I'm not eating that. Like that's why I don't eat that by myself. Like eating that, the chili cheese glizzy is crazy on a date.
Oh man, I'm gonna try that.
You should. Let me know how it goes. I think that another thing is, an art museum. Like go to a gallery, a museum, one of these like pop-ups, balloon. Like I did that before too, like the balloon.
You took him or he took you?
He took me.
Oh.
To the balloon.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
All right.
I don't understand art. Like, I mean, I'm just art. I mean, that's not me. There's art. I mean, art is cool, I guess, but I ain't walking through no museum on art. That's kind of boring. It ain't nothing romantic about it because I can't even explain it. We gonna have him explain, and then we walking around.
Well, like it depends on who you're with because there's a lot of women who like art. There's some that don't. It depends on who you're with. Understand that you're a person, you know?
Like, I mean, that's the uppity girls, though. That ain't going to be no 5, 6s. They ain't going to be there. They're going to be like, what's this?
That's not true.
I'm going to take them to, I would have took them to the Tupac Museum. The Tupac Museum, yeah.
Nothing.
Did you go to that?
I did go to that.
Yeah, that would have been popping.
Nothing about art has to do with your looks.
It do.
At all. No, it doesn't. Like, that sounds crazy.
It has to do with where you come from culturally or what you've experienced
and that has
culturally.
Nothing to do with your looks.
It does have nothing to do with your looks. But it's where you come from kind of culturally and what you've kind of been through and what you've seen. And like most people who I'll hang out with, we ain't going to no art museum.
Well, I like the art museum, so it depends on what girl you're talking to. There's
what
a lot
I grew
of
up
women
around and what I'm saying. I mean,
okay.
We go downtown, watch this building that's spray painted up. Look at that. Street art. I'll do that.
Yeah, there's different type of art.
Street art is cool.
Boring art.
Street art is dope.
there's a beautiful different
They
levels
got this
of art.
alley in Australia with street art that is like a tourist destination
That's dope.
that I've been to.
Yeah, there's a lot of dope artists and like funky stuff and like different museums and different things that women do love. And it opens their eyes culturally, even if they don't know that. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Next question, last question. When is the right time to ask a person to be with you only?
Oh man, at the end of Love Island when you're trying to make that 100,000 after 2 weeks? Nah. Nah, damn, when is the right? I don't know if there is a right moment. Like, you can date for like years and still not ask. I think it's got to be a feeling. I mean, you could kind of like, sometimes you could date and get stuck into the dating mode and it's not even dating, it's just casual. Like, you know, maybe y'all too busy or something, or I don't know if there's really a right time. Like, there's no time frame on it. You know, it just, I could live, think about this. If I live in one state and you live in another state and we see each other once a month, like, I'm not sure if that's enough to be like, hey, you should be my girl. Because I think at that point, it's like, we got to live together for you to be my girl. Because I don't really know you like that. We just kind of hang out and we like hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I kind of got to move you in at some point, or we just going to kind of stay stuck in that zone right there until, you know. So I don't know what the time frame really is on that, unless y'all live in the same city and y'all out every day or every other day, every weekend. It depends on the time y'all spend together.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends. But I guess you just do it when the time feels natural or feels right for you. And if the person is into you and it's flowing, then there shouldn't be an issue there.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Well, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode. Make sure you guys are on our Patreon because it's Juicy Tea. Paul tells us all about side pieces and what they be doing. So make sure you guys are subscribed and tapped into that first and foremost.
I go off what they do.
He asked his friend, and he's going to give us the tea.
And we'll let you know how Azar likes her glizzies.
What?
With chili and cheese, onions, with the mustard.
What are you talking about?
How you eat your glizzies?
Why do you keep talking about me eating glizzies?
Because that's the first date at the fair. You got to have a glizzy.
I'm not going to eat a glizzy at the fair. So,
all right, there you go. Don't take her to the fair on the first date.
Like, stop trying to put that glizzy on me. I don't like that. That's weird. Like seriously, it's disrespectful at this point. Like, what?
All right.
Good night. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace. This is to taking over the game. All right, everybody. Welcome to Truth After Dark.
Do you think that men or women are more toxic?